What up, guys? Your boy Fanatic here with a few end of the year blogs. I wanted to do this top 5 battlers, of the year blog because it's that time of year. I mean, even fucking midway through the year, people are already talking about who's in contention or who's battler of the year at that point. But it's that time of the year. It's the end of the year. We got to talk about this shit, man. But besides this blog, I also want to do a top 5, 10 battles of the year as well. I have one coming up after this, so look out for that. But besides these blogs, Sincere Cyphers is back January 16th in a different location this time. You'll have to hit up Sincere about that if you want tickets. But if you haven't seen the flyer yet, let me tell you who's on the flyer. I'll have the picture of the flyer up here on the screen in about a second. Forgive me if I forget anybody that's on this flyer, but I believe we have the Kingpin Chilla Jones, Briz Rothstein, Steams, recent ad Cortez, Un P, Reed Dollars, Rich Dollars, known as now I think Rich I'm Nice. And I think there's one more. I can't think about it right now though. I forget. But it's on the flyer up here somewhere. So for that cipher, please come out to that shit. Hit up Sincere if you want tickets. It's gonna be insane. And if you haven't seen the cipher that was just put out about a month ago, please check that out with Jazz, Rock, Chess, Show Off, Prez. That was also a crazy cipher. So please go check that out as well. I'll have that in the description box below. So, I want to get into these, I want to talk about who is Battler of the Year of 2015. Crazy year to me in battle rap. It was a very good year. A lot of good battles dropped. But yeah, so how I want to do this, I will have a little record thing up here along with these players' stats. I will have a win column, a loss column, and a debatable column. That's the third column. So with wins, a win is the battler clearly won the battle. A loss, obviously someone clearly lost the battle. And then debatable, even if maybe you yourself thought that battler won or lost the battle, it can be debated. So whether I think someone or you think someone, maybe won a battle, doesn't mean it's fucking clear as day. I mean, if the battle rap community as a whole, it's being debated, it's fucking debatable. So, if that made any fucking sense, I don't even know. You get the fucking point. So, coming in number 5, DNA, NWX. Now, I don't know if this might come to a surprise to some people. I don't know. To me, the way he ended the year, pretty much from Gnome to now, he's been fucking cooking. Now, he did start off the year. People will say, I know people will argue, the loss to Ilmac hurt him. Yes, I think the loss to Ilmac hurt him to getting even farther up the list. Now, the 2-on-2s helped him a lot. Him and Shine both helped him a lot. I think that you can add the 2-on-2s to his resume to, add into the work he's put in. Besides the battle, like, Dirtbag Dan clearly won to me. City Towers 3-0 body. The Real Deal battle, he went off. Serious Jones was debatable. I thought he kind of clearly won. I thought he edged every round, but it's debatable. And Chess, I thought he debatably beat Chess, but there's people that think otherwise. But here's the thing about DNA. He kind of had a slow start to this year, but once NWX formed, he's been on fire. He hasn't really lost clearly. And a lot of people think Rosenberg Raw beat DNA, but I think it's debatable. I actually had DNA winning that, edging it by a little bit. Raw did his thing. I think DNA, if he keeps up with this NWX shit, the hunger he has, everybody in that group, the group they formed, he could have a crazy 2016 as well. But so that's number 5. So coming in at number 4, Mr. Gunbar King, Tay Roc. Now, to me, he's had a very good year. Now, he's faced pretty much all top tiers except for Briz Rothstein to me is on his way up there. And when you see this battle with DNA come out, you're going to say, this motherfucker might be top tier. But Roc has had a very good year. He's gotten better and better. Every battle, it seems like his stock just keeps going up. So, at the start of the year, Sue Surf. He had a debatable battle with Sue Surf. I had Surf beating him, but it's debatable. You can debate the first and third. They're both debatable rounds. And then he battled... Who the fuck did he battle after that? Did he battle Cal? Yeah, he battled Cal. No, Briz. To me, that was his performance of his fucking career against Briz. And he had to do that against a mid-tier, which is crazy. I don't know why he didn't do that against, like, Cal or John or Surf or even... I mean, he did really good against Clips, but I think, to me, Briz was his best performance. And then he battled Calico, which I thought he beat Calico. It's debatable, though. First and third round, debatable. But look at this. Even though Roc hasn't battled as much as Danger Zone or DNA or fucking even Clips. I mean, even though Clips hasn't been fucking crazy. He's battled the right people. He's battled legends, Calico, Sue Surf, and had debatables with them. Even though there were only 4 battles, he still had debatables. So, and he clearly beat a mid-tier, Briz Rothstein, and Briz did very well. So, but he battled once every 4 months, which is good. That's the way to fucking do it. He's made his way to the top his own way. He's picked the right battles. He's done the right things to me, and he's performed very well. He's not choked in one battle, and at least on URL. So, Cave Gang, Tay Roc at number 4. So coming in number 3, K Shine, another NWX member. Now, the 2-on-2, same thing with DNA. I'm gonna say the same thing for Shine. The 2-on-2s definitely, you know, it's a plus for his resume. And he had a debatable with Wavy to me. That was very heavily debated when it came out. I think it's still think it's debatable. Who else? And it really started with Verb, where people started to, like, you really pick up, like, oh, Shine's on his shit. The Verb battle, he bodied a Verb. Clear as day. It was one of the performances of the year. Those first 2 rounds might be a couple of the top 10 rounds of the year, honestly. So he bodies a legend, a top tier, a Verb. And then he goes off against Jados. He really crazy performance. Now it kind of hurt him to get that number 2 or number 1 spot for me. I haven't seen the battle yet, but from the people that were in the building at the Crown 2 or that saw the pay-per-view, said that the Ill Will battle, he kind of clearly lost. And that kind of put his stock down just a tad, or his shot to getting Battle of the Year, that kind of hurt him. Now I'm hearing it's kind of debatable, but a lot of people are telling me second and third rounds are clear to Ill Will. So that's what kind of, you know, kind of hurt him for me. So I had him coming in number 3, but also a very good year for him considering 2013 and 2014 he was not absolutely awful, but he wasn't the Shine that we saw against DNA or that first round against Surf, or, you know, the fucking battle we've seen against Verb. So shout out to Shine. Number 2. This might surprise some people. I don't know why people haven't been talking more about him this year as being Battler of the Year, or, you know, one of the top 3. But Chilla Jones. A lot of people might argue this, but I sat down and broke down who he battled, how many battles he took, how many losses he had. To me, he only had, and even to me, when I watched the battle on YouTube, the Pass battle, I don't think that was as clear as everyone thought. I had Pass winning, but it wasn't like people were saying it was a body. I don't think it was a body. There might have been 1 or 2 rounds that were debatable to me, but I had Pass winning. And that kind of hurt Chilla maybe get that number 1 spot. But that battle kind of hurt him, but it wasn't as a body or he lost like everyone said he did. So, with that being said, let's think about how Chilla started the year. He battled Hoffa, had a classic. He won to me. It was debatable classic. Also, you saw the classic with Danny. That was, to me, that's a top 5 battle of the year. Also, the Hoffa battle, you can say that's a top 5 battle of the year. So that's like at least 100% top 10 battles that dropped this year. Prep, he arguably has a top 3 body of the year to add to his resume. That's a big plus. The Saga, when it comes out on cam, I think it might be debatable, but in the building he took it the second and third round. The first round the Saga took, but both of their second rounds were light, so it might look a little debatable on camera. And then he battled Disaster, that they both were kind of light, but Diz wasn't really saying shit to me besides the whole PH scheme. He kind of just rambled on to me. Chilla kind of took that clearly, even though Chilla didn't do that crazy. And then the Khan battle, I think as well. Khan, he kind of beat clearly. Now I think that was debated. It was a little debatable, but I kind of thought he got that, even though they weren't both as crazy as I thought they would be. So, but Chilla had a very good year. He put in the work. He had he had about 8-9 battles. He put in the fucking work this year. You can't deny it. To me, he has 4 clear wins, only 1 loss, and about 3 debatable classics. So that's how it goes for me. And then coming in number 1, I don't really see how you can argue this, man. He was the best this year. His stock went way up after 2013 and 2014. Danger Zone. Come on, man. His pen has gotten way up there. Performance, his cadence, even stage presence, man. You know his fucking Danger Zone, man. He to me, he's number 1 this year, man. He doesn't have a clear loss to me this year. No clear losses. Think about it this way. People are going to argue, oh, he didn't battle on Gnome or Summer Madness. Well, whatever. It's not like, I'm sure he would want to get on a Summer Madness or Gnome card. I'm sure he would love to get on a big stage. But he hasn't got, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not behind the scenes, whatever, in the fucking business. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure if they offered him a good battle on main stage, he would take it. I could be wrong, but either way, he battled Verb, a top tier. People are going to argue, oh, look at who he battled this year. Even though it was on some no-name league, I think it was a do-or-die battle league, A-Verb, he clearly beat A-Verb. A-Verb is a legend. I don't give a fuck. It's a W. He beat A-Verb. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. I hate that stupid, oh, well, Verb didn't take it seriously. Doesn't matter. He won. It doesn't matter. He can say he beat A-Verb. Had one of the battles of the year with Danny Myers. Debatable classic. The triple threat with Craig Lamar and XL, I believe he won that clearly. Latizé, arguably body of the year. Who else did he battle? Magic, another top tier. You can argue that Magic's the stock has dropped a lot, but throughout the year he's been pretty top tier as of late. His stock's kind of dropped a lot, where he might be even mid tier now. So either way, he clearly beat B-Magic to me. Clearly beat him 2-1. You can argue around. And one more top tier, Daylight. Most people consider him top tier. I consider him top tier, even with all those stupid ass antics he does. And Daylight just had a crazy battle with Red. Shout out to Light and Red for that fucking battle. But Danger won that battle clearly. I don't give a fuck if. It didn't seem like, I think they freestyled for some of it, so maybe he didn't take it all the way serious. I don't give a fuck. He beat Daylight, clearly. And then, I think he had one more classic. Who else did he battle? No, he didn't have any other classics. It's him and Danny, he's been winning battles clearly. But yeah, man, Danger's had a crazy year. His stock went way up. The thing is now, we got to see him on the main stage. I want to see him on, it's crazy how it is, man. I want to see him, I want to see him on a Gnome or a Summer Madness. But against who? You gotta say against who? Maybe if Young Ill came back. Maybe K-Shine. Him and Shine would be... that's happening, or no, he's battling DNA on the Black Ice card. Excuse me. But that battle needs to happen. I wouldn't mind seeing on the main stage. I think Shine would probably win clearly right now, but I would like to see that battle happen because I think Danger will put up a fight. Maybe small room, maybe Danger would get him, but main stage, man, Shine's fucking crazy with that performance. Even though Danger stepped up that performance, but I don't know. Give me a matchup you guys would like to see. Maybe Danger on a main stage or something like a Gnome or Summer Madness. Even like a small Gramercy card like Redemption or Perfect Day to Die. Who would you like to see him up against? Now these 5 that I just mentioned, to me they could all be argued for at least top 3 battler of the year. Of the year. So one more thing I wanted to get to because I didn't want to leave this out, but I know it's kind of a long blog, but I just need to get this couple extra things here. So, honorable mentions. I got 2 honorable mentions. Maybe even 3, but real quick. Shotgun Chug. I know a lot of people have them in their top 5, top 3 this year, and their contenders are, he was in contention pretty much the whole year for Battler of the Year. But when I really sat down and broke down all this stuff, to me, Chug doesn't get in the top 5. Look, Chug's had a good year. He had a much more improved year from the past, last year, even the past few years. But to me, Chug had a good year. But I want to break down real fast each battle, okay? Now, the Saga, Rookies vs. Vets, he did good, but it was debatable, okay? Against the Saga, who was up and coming, still up and coming battler. Not now, but at the time that he was still a rookie. He battled T-Top, who's made his way. He's still striving up. I think he'll be top tier this upcoming year. But even though a lot of people thought he won clearly, there were still a handful, or there was still a good amount who actually had top winning. The first 2 rounds could kind of be debatable. The third, I think, Chug got clearly. But the first 2 rounds were kind of debatable. Some people had T-Top winning. So, another debatable. And then I think he lost Tech 9 clearly on Don't Flop, and he lost somebody on Trap House. I think it was Reaper Rel. He ran for like 2 or 3 minutes. He lost. And then he had debatable with Big T, but I think more people had Big T edging it. It seemed like. In the building, Chug got it, but on cam, a lot more people had Big T winning. Most, like 75% of people had Big T winning the battle. But look, now Chug has had a good year, but Chug doesn't have any clear wins to me. Chug doesn't have any clear wins. And the Big T battle kind of hurt him. I feel like if he beat Big T real clearly, he could have potentially been in the top 5. But he's an honorable mention for me. Shout out to Chug because he's had a very good year. But I thought people were not even gassing him or hyping him up, but just he's not in top 5, man. That's just to me. But he's had a good year. And then Danny Myers. Danny Myers has had a solid year. He had a pretty good year. He had a top 5 battle with Chilla. I don't know what hurt him because he had 2 classics this year with him and Danger, him and Chilla. But I don't know what hurt him. But I had him as another honorable mention. He's in top 10 to me. And then Roan. Roan also had a good year. KOTD, Daylight Battle. Even the Goods battle is kind of debatable, but I had Goods winning that. The Big T, he did that was one of my favorite performances of the year, him against Big T. I think he had a good battle with the Stars as well. So Roan has had a good year. He's an honorable mention to me. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your top 5. Who's maybe even just number 1? Who's your battler of the year of 2015? I thought it was a very good year for battle rap. I'm looking forward to 2016. Looking forward to see whose stock's going up, whose stock's going down. It's a lot of matchups I want to see. I cannot wait for this Black Ice card. Mook and Surf probably going to happen this year. Lux and Verb, a possible matchup this year. Both of those got to happen to me. Tay Roc and Conceited as well. I got to see that. There's a few other guys I got to see Roc against still. Even people haven't been talking about the Hitman battle. I still want to see him against Hitman. I don't give a fuck. I still want to see Roc and Arson going at when I went at it on Twitter yesterday. I need to see that shit. And there was one more. And Chug and Hitman. Chug and Hitman's got to happen at some point. This year, at least. It's got to happen, man. Because, I mean, It would have been cool if it could have happened like, you know, this past year and on Summer Madness, but so be it. Hopefully we see it this year. But that's it, man. Go make sure you fucking look out for the Sincere Cyphers. January 16th, man. Briz Rothstein, Steams, Chilla Jones, Cortez, Rich I'm Nice, Reed Dallas, and P. You already know, man. Let me know who your guys' list. #1 battle of the year, PG Blog.